Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Batwoman, and this is arguably the video I thought I would never be making for Batwoman. You'd think it'd be, okay, Batwoman cancelled or something eventually down the road if viewership got bad. With any type of show, you'd expect that. But this is so strange, and I don't really know why this is happening. And we'll obviously talk about it in the video, but this is arguably one of the bigger things in regards to TV news that I think we're going to see this season because it's so odd. But of course, we're going to talk about it. But throughout the video, let me know your various opinions. What do you think about this? Not necessarily in regards to the quality and stuff in regards to what was on the show, but just your general reaction to it. I know some people might be like, okay, I'm happy that this is happening, or might be, sad that it's happening, either or somewhere in the middle. But just curious to see what you guys think and whether you think it's right or not, because I've got two sides to this, and I'm a bit unhappy in some areas, which I'll discuss, but it's just a bit random. So let me know all your various opinions in the comments section down below, and of course, if you want to drop a like on the video, it'd be greatly appreciated if you can do that. It'd be awesome for that. So as you can tell by the title, Batwoman star Ruby Rose is exiting or leaving Batwoman ahead of season 2. So leading into season 2, she's not going to be there. So this will be the only season of Batwoman that she's going to be in, which is going to make things really awkward going forward for a handful of things, which we'll touch into. Now, a couple of different sites are reporting it, but I think Variety was the first one to put it out there. I think I will leave the article linked in the description down below if you want to go check it out, but there's not a lot of fine details to it. Okay, so we'll go through it. So you'll see it on screen right now. So it says, in surprise move, Ruby Rose, the star of the CW's Batwoman, has decided to leave the television series ahead of its already announced second season. The exact reason she is leaving remains unclear. So that's the big thing. It hasn't been said, I'm leaving because of personal reasons, or I've got another project that I had to take up, or something like that. It's yet to be put out there what's going on. But the show will go on. Warner Brothers, the studio behind Batwoman, and the CW have both committed to creating a second season with a new series lead. So that pretty much means they're going to be, I'd assume, I think the safest thing here is for them to recast. I would really hate it if they just went, okay, here's a character from the show that already exists, now they're Batwoman. Hopefully it's recast, it's still KK, but we'll discuss that as we go forward. I've made the very difficult decision to not return to Batwoman next season, said Rose in a statement. This was not a decision I made lightly, as I have the utmost respect for the cast, crew, and everyone involved with the show in both Vancouver and in Los Angeles. I'm beyond appreciative to Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schechter, and Caroline Dreers for not only giving me this incredible opportunity, but for welcoming me into the DC universe they have so beautifully created. Thank you Peter Rolfe and Mark Pedowitz and the teams at Warner Brothers and the CW who put so much into the show and always believed me. Thank you to everyone who made season 1 a success. I am truly grateful. Now it continues to say, I didn't realize this article had a second part, but it actually explains some sort of things and gives a bit more, I guess, not limelight, but shines some light on some certain things that happened in the past. The CW had in January renewed Batwoman and a dozen other series for the 2021 season. After Rose revealed last September she had undergone emergency surgery for 2 herniated discs, questions arose as to which project had contributed to the injury she sustained. But a source familiar with the situation tells Variety that Rose's decision had nothing to do with her health or injury. Batwoman Season 1 averaged a 0.5 rating among adults 18 to 49 after 7 days of delayed viewing, putting it in a tie for third behind The Flash and the final season of Arrow in the CW rankings. Total viewership-wise, the show's freshman season averaged 1.7 million viewers in Live Plus 7, which again places it as the network's third most watched show. And then it just says, actually, here's a statement from Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers Television, the CW, and Berlanti Productions thank Ruby for her contributions to the success of our first season and wish her all the best, said Warner Brothers TV, the CW, and Berlanti Productions in a joint statement. The studio and network are firmly committed to Batwoman's second season and long-term future, and we, along with the show's talented creative team, look forward to sharing its new direction, including the casting of a new lead actress and member of the LGBTQ community in the coming months. So, yeah, as I said, they doubled down on recasting a new lead actress, and it's not going to be like taking, is it Julia Pennyworth, whatever her name is, Alfred Pennyworth's granddaughter, I think it is on the show. I should know, but I don't really care about the character too much. But anyway, taking her and putting her in a red wig and she's Batwoman. So they're not doing that, which in a distant universe and where they make really bad decisions all the time, that could have been what happens there. So thank the Lord, thank Bebo that that's not happening. But in regards to this news, what is my immediate reaction? First off, I thought, hold on, what's the date? It's not April 1st, it's May 19th or 20th, depending on where you live in the world. So it's not a late April Fool's joke. We've got enough going on in the world at the moment, we don't need some sort of joke like this going on. But I was shocked because usually you have the contracts. Usually when you jump into a CW show, you have that 7-season contract, and you're not locked into it. You're not like, okay, you can't leave it all. We've seen it happen before, people leave. It's happened in the past, it'll happen on other shows. People leave before their contracts actually run up. But for star of the show, the lead actor, the lead character, the person on every single poster. If you look at a Batwoman poster, every single one, it's just her usually. I think there's one other poster where Alice is on the poster. Every other poster, it's just Kate or Batwoman, which is crazy. Usually you have like different characters on different posters, but in every poster for the show, it's just her. She's what's selling the show in the CW's eyes for everyone. So for her to leave after season 1 is insane to me. I didn't think anyone would see it. I think if you were going to have something where Ruby Rose wasn't on Batwoman after this season, it would be that the show was cancelled or something like that, which was never going to happen. It's a Bat product. It was always getting a viewership. As they say in the article, it's number 3 in both live ratings and after a week and stuff like that. So it's still one of the show's most popular networks, despite what all those channels on YouTube say, like woke Batwoman. God, I feel like an idiot saying Batwoman anyway, cringe. Anyway, those type of channels will say, oh, it's the lowest viewed show on the network. It's still number 3, which is still very good. Especially seeing it's not a male lead, which is usually what carries a show a lot of the time. I know it shouldn't be like that, but a male lead usually pushes a show forward and gives the show more viewership. But I do have issues with Ruby doing this. Obviously, we don't know. The reason for her leaving remains unclear, and they do say it's not due to health or injury. So I do have my issues with her leaving it. If I had to make a prediction personally, because this is an issue that always comes up, especially with the CW shows which get longer episodes and they do film in Vancouver, they film for about 9 months of the year. Not continuously 9 months, but overall, like from like start to finish, it's a 9-month period, and maybe in between they get about a month to a month and a half off. I guess if you put it all together, maybe 2 months if you really want to push it. So they're not getting a lot of time off. They're filming for the majority of the year. And I don't think she realized that's what she was signing up for. Or at least in her head, she didn't think it would be that bad. But it's pretty strenuous being one of these CW actors. And you get a good amount of time off. You get those 3 months where you can, relax, recharge, and then go into the next season. But maybe she wasn't expecting that. And she did have that health or that injury, which did impact Batwoman. I heard that it was on Batwoman that it happened. But maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe it became more of an issue as Batwoman went on. And that's why she got that surgery. Maybe it happened before, and then doing all this Batwoman stuff just made it worse. But they're saying it's not due to that. That's why she's leaving. So I'd have to assume it's just being out of town, being away from home where she's used to being for such a long period of the year. She probably wants to work in Los Angeles because I think that's where she lives. So that's probably that's what's going on here in regards to Ruby, and that's why she's leaving the show. If that's the reason, then maybe you shouldn't have signed on in the first place. Like, I have no issue with Ruby Rose. I know people don't like her, and some people don't like her. She's a fellow Australian, soft spot, so I think I'm obliged to like her. Just be a bit of a patriot, be a bit patriotic there. But I do have issues with her leaving if it's not due to health, and it's just more of I don't like living there. You shouldn't have signed on in the first place, you know what I mean? However, they are recasting the role. They're going to recast Kate Kane, and as they said right down the bottom, they're casting a new lead actress and another member of the LGBTQ community, which is important for the role of Batwoman. Out lesbian. I think that's important. In regards to who they cast, I'm intrigued. I remember there was a name going around when they were initially casting Batwoman, and then I think when Ruby Rose was cast, everyone was like, oh, why didn't you cast this actress? I didn't know the name, so I don't even know who it was, and I don't think I'd even be able to research it quickly. But I remember there was a name that people were chucking around all the time. I am just intrigued to see who they get, because I think they're going to have to get someone that sort of looks like Ruby Rose, or at least has the same mannerisms and stuff like that. But one of the big issues going forward, and a lot of you might actually even might not realize this or have realized it, is that the show always uses footage from previous seasons in flashbacks and stuff like that, and they won't be able to use that. They'll have to refilm that, which makes it a bit more annoying. How much will they use of it? Probably not a lot. They haven't actually used a lot of Kate's flashback stuff after the first half of the season, so they haven't really done a lot of flashbacks with her, so they won't have to reuse Well, they could actually do more with like the army stuff and before she was Batwoman, but they won't be able to use like, say, her conversations with Alice in like previous seasons. So like the beginning of next season is going to be weird because you know how they usually go like previously on Batwoman, they'll show what Batwoman's doing. I don't think they'll be able to do it because they'll have Ruby's face there, so they might have to refilm those scenes that they would just use in the recap. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be weird. I haven't seen anything like this personally on a show I've watched. You usually see it later down the track, and then they might put another actor in the role, but it's usually after a few, if not like five seasons or something like that. Not after the debut freshman first season. So crazy news. This video is probably not going to be overly edited just because it's just me discussing things, but I am intrigued to see what you guys think. Are you shocked by this news as well? If you're watching Batwoman, were you happy with, you know, Ruby's role in it? Because I think she grew into the show. I think by the end of the season, I think she was pretty good as Kate and very good as Batwoman. So it's sort of disappointing to see her just go when she was probably at her strongest, at her peak as Batwoman, or at least getting towards her peak. But yeah, let me know all your various opinions down there. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like in it, I guess. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I guess we'll find out a new casting soon enough. I'd say probably in the June, July range, but we'll come back to that when it happens, I guess. But yeah, until next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.